Brown Baby Doll, and I'm here today to talk about something that is so taboo. Cheating. The reason why this was sparked was because I have several talks with friends about different things, and we talk about previous relationships, our past, what has happened with us, and how that affects us now and in our future, be it young people, couples, or even married people. And I feel like it's something that's always kind of swept under the rug. A lot of times people have said things like people who get cheated on are stupid, or they're dumb, or we should be expect the gadget. I ain't got time to check nobody's phone on who they talking to, who they whispering with. Whatever you do in the dark, it's gonna come to light. What happened to me really changed the way I looked at relationships, the way I behaved, the way that I thought about relationships and love, and I want to share that with you. You see me sharing? That's what I'm doing right now. I had been in a relationship for almost 3 years. I felt like I was in love, and not only in love but loved this person, and thought that this was the person that I was going to marry. I had been home for the summer, which is where my boyfriend lived at the time. I was getting ready for his birthday. I worked overnight at a hospital. This particular night, I couldn't get in touch with him. I called him at midnight because I like calling my friends at midnight to say happy birthday, and he didn't answer the phone. And I texted him. When that happened, I felt a little weird. I felt like, okay, what's going on? Well, let's say the night transpired, I still received no call. I worked from 11 to 7 the next morning, and 3 o'clock in the morning come, I'm like, at this point, I didn't want to enlist anybody. I didn't want to call anybody because honestly, I was starting to realize that something was going on. Even though I had never really thought about it before. Now come 7 o'clock, I drove to his house. I did a little bold move. I'm not the pop-up queen. I ain't no trap queen. I don't, none of that. Well, when I get there, needless to say, I see 2 cars in the front. One being his, the other being one I ain't never seen before. I'm knocking on the door, no response. But I wasn't gonna get crazy. Y'all, I was working on my PhD. Wasn't nothing gonna stop that. I wasn't gonna act a fool in front of his house, even though I did think about doing some things to some cars. And I thank God for the strength and the ability to be able to look at my life and say, you know what, it ain't worth risking your life, literally, to do something to somebody like that. I looked at the car, and the car that I had never seen, and I saw sunglasses in there, which really did kind of help me see what was going on. They really didn't particularly look like something a male would wear, so I was pretty clear on what was going on. Y'all, it started raining. I look back on it now and I can laugh. When my mascara was running, your girl was not laughing. He still wouldn't answer the door. At that point, I called a family member of his who quickly came over to assist me. They too had never seen this car. When this family member called, he answered the phone for them. They graciously gave me the phone, and I ever so graciously used beautiful words to express my anger. You get what I'm saying? You smell what I'm stepping in. After that happened, this young lady came running out the house, got into the car, and skirted off into the wind, and I was kind of dumbfounded. He starts to say things like, well, I don't want to start nothing out here, blah blah blah, and I'm thinking to myself, first off, ain't nobody even getting with you yet, but we can take this on inside. When we took it inside, needless to say, things were not really copacetic. We weren't seeing eye to eye. I think at that point I lost a lot of confidence because I put all my confidence in that relationship, and instead of me really being able to stand on my own, I realized how alone I was at that point because I really hadn't been talking to my friends. I wasn't as close to my family because I had invested a lot of time in him. That was where I opened my eyes and I realized, this was gonna be a long road, but I was strong enough to handle that. Needless to say, our relationship did not continue. We tried. I couldn't trust him. I felt like his attitude about it was just get over it. I look at that situation and I'm thankful for how I came through it, but I realized how many people are damaged by those things, and we don't talk about it. We don't talk about how to heal from that. We don't talk about how to get better from that. Where do you go from there? I'm now in a place where I'm so happy. I wish him nothing but the best. I have no animosity towards him. It is what it is, but I'm also thankful because he did me a favor. I knew that was not the person for me, and I'm over it. I want us to stop acting as if this is something that just does not happen. I see reality TV, I see everything that's out there. I've even seen it, amongst some people in the church. I think some people just don't know how to control themselves. Also, being young at that time, I don't think either of us really knew capacity of trying to make a relationship work at that point. Sharing stories like this really do help. When I was cheated on, I felt low. I felt stupid. I felt dumb. I felt dead. A lot of it was my pride. I was hurt. I was broken down, and it took a long time to repair from that. You gotta look at yourself and figure out, what did you want from this situation? What were you expecting? Was there any goals? Was there any strength in the relationship? It took me a long time to realize that no matter what you do, you being you should not cause somebody to cheat on you. People can leave at any time. If a situation is not for you, you leave it. A lot of times staying is what hurts people even more. That's what happened to me. That was my story, and I walked right up on it. Your girl was there in the flesh. I saw the whole thing, and I'm still alive. And I am Dr. Nina. Look at that. So if you have a similar story, let me know below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Beautiful brown baby doll. Peace.